A 60-year-old man arrived at the emergency department convinced his neighbor was poisoning him. 3 weeks later, clinicians discovered bromide levels more than 200 times above normal, and the case may have involved advice from an AI chatbot. Welcome to Clinical AI Academy Rounds, where we discuss the intersection of artificial intelligence and healthcare, with the goal of improving AI literacy in healthcare. Today we have a real clinical case in which AI may have contributed to severe bromide toxicity and acute psychosis. Bromide toxicity, or bromism, was once well recognized in the early 20th century and can cause a range of reversible neuropsychiatric symptoms. But nowadays the diagnosis is rare. So how did this patient end up with it, and what does AI have to do with this? A Microsoft analysis of more than 500,000 health-related Copilot conversations found that users frequently turn to chatbots for medical concerns, and Microsoft reports that its consumer AI systems now handle more than 50 million health questions every day. As such, AI literacy is no longer only a technical or professional issue, it is becoming a public health issue. Today's case is about a 60-year-old man with no past psychiatric or medical history who was not taking any medications or supplements. He presented to the emergency department concerned that his neighbor was poisoning him. His vital signs and physical examination, including the neurologic examination, were normal. His labs showed hyperchloremia and a low phosphate level. His bicarbonate level was elevated, and his venous blood gas revealed compensated respiratory acidosis with metabolic alkalosis. Sodium, creatinine, urine drug screen, and blood alcohol levels were all normal. He was admitted for electrolyte monitoring and repletion. On admission, the patient stated that he was very thirsty but was paranoid about the water he was offered. He also mentioned that at home he distilled his own water. In the first 24 hours of admission, he developed worsening paranoia as well as auditory and visual hallucinations. After attempting to escape, he was placed on an involuntary psychiatric hold for grave disability. He received risperidone, which was titrated up to 3 milligrams daily for psychosis. Given the negative anion gap with a normal sodium level, clinicians considered pseudohyperchloremia. A normal salicylate level and fasting lipid panel made bromism the most likely cause after discussion with poison control colleagues and review of up-to-date. A confirmatory bromide level later returned at 1,700 milligrams per litre, which was more than 200 times above the upper limit of normal. Gradually, over the course of a 3-week admission, his chloride level and anion gap normalized, and his psychotic symptoms improved. He was tapered off risperidone before discharge and remained stable off medication at a follow-up check-in 2 weeks later. The likely cause was the patient's attempt to remove chloride from his diet. He had the idea that chloride in water is harmful for him. As such, he was distilling his own water and replacing dietary chloride with bromide. According to the case report, the patient stated that he had consulted ChatGPT while searching for what he thought was a healthier alternative to chloride. Based on the timeline, this may have involved ChatGPT 3.5 or GPT-4. However, the authors did not have access to the original chat logs, so we cannot know with certainty what the model actually said. This is important because chatbot responses are highly context-dependent and can vary based on prior prompts. To explore this possibility, the authors later asked ChatGPT 3.5 what chloride could be replaced with. The response included bromide. Although the model noted that context matters, it did not provide a clear medical warning or ask why the user wanted to replace chloride. Questions that a healthcare professional would be expected to ask. This case highlights an important issue in clinical AI safety. Large language models are optimized primarily for generating plausible, engaging, and contextually coherent responses. They are not inherently optimized for medical accuracy or patient safety, and their outputs are highly sensitive to prompting and conversational context. As these systems become more integrated into everyday life, both clinicians and the public need a basic level of AI literacy. Understanding what these systems can do well, where they fail, and when human expertise is essential. What do you think? Do you use chatbots for health-related questions? Let us know your experience with these tools in the comments. See you in the next round.